Two horrific crashes, only 5 months apart, of Boeing's supposedly state-of-the-art 737 MAX aircraft have not only been a devastating human tragedy, but also a corporate disaster like no other. Last week, Liz Hayes reported how the brand new planes had a fatal flaw, a flight control system called MCAS, which Boeing didn't tell the pilots or airlines about. This week, there were more damning revelations about the aircraft manufacturer and the warnings that should have been heeded about the 737 MAX. It's news guaranteed to add to the distress of the families of the 346 victims. Ike and Susan Riffle lost their only children, sons Melvin and Bennett, when Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 crashed into the ground in March this year.
It went straight into the ground with its nose. It then exploded.
Pilots of the 737 MAX desperately fought to regain control of their jet after a sensor feeding information to a flight control system malfunctioned. In a flight simulator, we were shown what it must have been like in the cockpit and the terrifyingly steep nosedives those on board experienced.
I'm stopping there because that's already looking very uncomfortable.
What would the passengers have felt in both those flights? Would they have known pretty quickly things are not good?
It's very sad. It's been terrifying.
Boeing is urgently working on getting the 737 MAX back into the air, and while saying it's sorry for what's happened,
we do regret the impact that this has had to passengers.
the company doesn't seem so keen to make contact with the families of those killed in the crashes.
Ethiopian Airlines has reached out with condolences and an offer of assistance, and yet nothing from Boeing, who created the plane.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything from Boeing, that's for sure.
No.
They say they're sorry, but do you think they truly understand what that means?
You know, I do think that they are truly sorry, but maybe above that, they really want to be able to sell airplanes.
But more and more revelations are coming out about the aircraft Boeing was selling, centered around the rogue flight control system called MCAS that's being held responsible for the 2 deadly crashes of the 737 MAX.
Lost contact with air traffic control.
The company hid MCAS from pilots and airlines.
We learned that there was a system on the aircraft which we had no knowledge of. It wasn't in our books. We hadn't been trained to it. It was absolute blindfold in a dark forest for us.
It's now claimed Boeing engineers kept airlines further in the dark about an optional cockpit sensor warning that might have alerted pilots about their runaway MCAS system. Boeing apparently didn't tell the FAA, America's aviation watchdog, about the sensor warnings issue until after the first crash in Indonesia, which killed 189 people.
Is your confidence eroded now?
Oh, absolutely. It can't but be eroded.
With every new admission, trust in the world's largest aircraft company is further shaken.
Are those people more moved by doing the right thing or doing the right thing for someone's pocketbook? Is their sorrow for this, for the families, everyone affected, is that going to be the overriding way they move forward?
Hello, I'm Charles Wooley. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.